Hello everybody, and welcome to our first live YouTube stream. This is a private video, so I'm hoping you can all see me. I'm just waiting for a few people to view it. I'm just checking you can all access it. I'm just going to check because I can't see any viewers yet. So welcome. Yes, today we're going to be talking about some top tips for selling on Facebook. Okay, so I'm hoping you can all see me. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join because I have had about 160 people viewing this. So I'm just waiting for people to see it. Just got a few comments to say no one can actually view it. So I'm just going to try and make this video, the live video. I'll try and let's see if we can sort this out. Okay, we don't seem to have any viewers. If you can see this, can you just put a little comment in write a little comment if you are viewing this video. Okay. Let's see if we can make this public. Okay. Let's have a look. Always problems, always problems. Let's have a look, see if we can start this. Not got any viewers. Oh dear. Right, I'm just going to come out of this and let's try this again. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to edit this. Can you see me? I'm just making this public. Hoping this is going to work. Right, let's just save that. Make it public. Okay, can anybody see me? Can anybody see this video? Public. Save changes. Okay. Okay. We're not live. Okay. Right. I think we're going to have to open up a new tab. Oh, hello. Can you see me? I've got viewers now, so I'm hoping we're live. A slight glitch. Let me just check. Sorry. The joys of going live. We don't always go live when we want to, but I'm hoping we're live. Oh, we've got 19 viewers. We're getting there. Please, if you can see me and you can hear me, can you please just post a comment? So while we wait for people to join, can you please just post a comment on YouTube if you can? Just say, hi, Bex, I can see you, I can hear you. The joys of doing live events, technical problems, but thank you to everybody who did say, I can't see you, Bex, it's not working. So we've got viewers. So please do, again, if you are watching this, you're on YouTube, you'll have to be logged on if you want to enter the chat. But we should be live now. So I have got a few viewers. I'm just checking. I've just had a few messages from everyone. So again, we're going to be talking about top tips for selling on Facebook. So please do bear with me. If you are watching this live, please do post some comments. Feel free, tell me what you do, share with each other. You'll have to be logged onto YouTube to leave comments, but please do. I'm hoping it's working now. I've had a gazillion messages saying it's not live. Let me just try this again. So I'm just going to tell a few people. We've got 30 viewers. I've got 30 viewers. So again, please do say hello. Let's hope this is working. Okay. Yes. I've had confirmation it's working. You can see me. So apologies, we're a little bit late. I've probably lost quite a few viewers as well, but don't worry, we are recording this. If you can do, please say hello in the chat. This is a live event, so if you do say hi in the chat, and I'm hoping the chat will come up. At the moment, I can't see any chat, but we're going to press on. We're going to press on. Right, okay. So I'm Bex, and I'm just, yes, we're working. It's working. We're working. Okay, 31. Right, so thank you for everybody who's registered onto this event today. I'm going to be sharing some of my top tips for selling on Facebook. I have had over 260 people registered for this event, so I've been overwhelmed. So it's been brilliant. Do ask me questions. The chat's not showing up at the moment, but do ask me questions when you do. If you have any, put them in the chat. You will have to be logged onto YouTube to add that. And again, please do like the video as well, so I know that you've seen it. For those of you watching up on catch up who are not watching this live, then please leave a comment below and I will answer any questions after this event. Again, I will send the link out to this event to everyone who's registered. So without further ado, I'm Bex. I'm from Social Media Executive and I'm an environmental consultant. I'm not an environmental consultant anymore. I used to be an environmental consultant. I basically now train businesses how to use social media to effectively generate more business or more sales in your case, because you guys, the majority of you are in retail. Now, why did I mention I was an environmental consultant? I used to be. That's my background. 20 years of environmental consultancy. I ended up working for Greater Manchester, managing the Greater Manchester Energy Advice Service on behalf of the 10 local authorities. So how on earth did I get to be an environmental consultant? I'm twisting all my words today because we didn't go live. But yeah, so how on earth did I come to train people on social media? And how is environmental consultancy for you guys, particularly as retailers, relevant? Well, I will explain all. So about 6 years ago, I was asked to come and work for Nomad Games. left the council. I took voluntary redundancy and went to work for Nomad Games, and we were an online retailer selling video games. They took board games, physical board games, and made them into apps, digital board games. We sold it on the iPhone, Android phones, computers, Xbox. We sold it on a number of platforms. And I was responsible for getting the word out there, but we were only a small company. There was only 15 of us in the company, and we didn't have a marketing budget. So how do you get to a gazillion number of people? Basically, you have to use social media these days. My target market was in America. How was I going to reach America? I did not have the budget to go over to America and actually visit and see my potential customers. No, I had to use social media. And believe me, I started using Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest with not much success, I'll be honest. And it wasn't until I actually took the learnings as an environmental consultant, taking those learnings and actually popping them into my social media and getting into the head of, actually, what is it my customers want? Okay. And I'll be coming on to that in a second. But why was that relevant? When I was working at the council, it was about building a community. Yeah, it was about engaging with people. I really struggled to get people to recycle, to get people to, clean up the local area, help us get rid of graffiti and things like that. The only way I could do it was by encouraging them to come together to clean up their environment for their own benefit. So again, it was about linking in with benefits, but not only that, it's about building a community, making friends with these people and showing them that I wanted to help them and improve their lives, okay? And this is the fundamental thing about social media, specifically about Facebook, is that people are not on Facebook to buy. You've got to remember that. People are not on Facebook to buy. People are on Facebook to see what their friends and family are doing, to be a bit sociable, to be entertained. They're not necessarily ready to buy. If they're going to buy, they'd Google it. So your social media, your strategy on Facebook is entirely different to your website, okay? You've got to have a think that your website, you can list all your products, but on your Facebook page, you've got to have an entirely different strategy. If you just post sell, 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 buy this now, 20% off now, it's not going to work, okay? So what I'm going to do is I have got some PowerPoints for those of you that do watch my YouTube channel, and please do subscribe to this because I'm live every Monday. Normally we don't have any technical difficulties like we have today, but I'm live every Monday, and you can link in and watch that again every Monday. So please do subscribe to my channel, and if you click the little bell as well, you'll get notifications of when I'm going live. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. I have got a PowerPoint presentation, so bear with me. I'm not a huge fan of PowerPoint, but I thought for today I've got a lot of things to get through, a lot of tips that I want to share with you, how to get a great reach on Facebook and really how to sell those products. Facebook changes all the time. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. The chat doesn't seem to be working, by the way, but do put comments in the chat and I will go back to them afterwards and have a look on YouTube. So I will answer your questions. It will just have to be after this event. Unfortunately, the chat's not working today. Or just try the chat. Maybe just nobody's put anything in the chat yet. Okay, right, I'm going to share my screen with you. And for those of you that have texted me this morning, can you tell me if this is working as well? Because my chat's not working. Right, I'm just going to share my screen. Okay. Bear with me. Normally I'd say, write in the chat, tell us what you do. Do share it, because those of you that are viewing on YouTube should be able to see the comments coming through. So do share with each other do share what you all do. Right, now I'm hoping you can see my screen here. Do tell me if you can see my screen. So let me know. For those of you that have been messaging me this morning on my phone, please can you say, yes, I can see your screen. Right, I'm going to start my slideshow. If you join me on a Monday, you will know that all my presentations are pretty informal. So so you do have to bear with me. Oh, it's all right. We've seen it. Yes, thank you, Lucy, if you can see the screen. Right, slideshow. Let's get on with it from the beginning. Okay. Right. So this is me, Bex, social media executive. I launched Social Media Executive about 2.5 years ago now. So again, all I do is I train businesses on a range of social media to help you guys get the best out of the platform. Ultimately, to sell stuff, because that's the whole point. That's why we're there, to market our business. So a few little stats that I wanted to share with you, just because sometimes people don't realize the vast size that social media is at the moment. So I'm just going to share with you some of these little stats. I'll run through them because we are a little bit behind. I'll run through them quickly. It would help if I clicked the right screen. Okay, so we have got at the moment over, again, these stats are from 18 months ago, over 2.5 billion active users on social media. This is active users across the world. So there's a huge amount. This is across all social media platforms, but social media is massive. 15 million businesses alone use Facebook, okay? That's a lot of businesses. We've got 25 million businesses on Instagram, and that is growing. Facebook owns Instagram now, and more businesses are looking to Instagram as Instagram is bringing in more functions for businesses, particularly retail. It's brilliant. On Twitter, if those of you are on Twitter, 500 million tweets are sent every day. That's every single day. And 78% of small businesses now use social media for marketing. And I think that will have gone up this year. It's been a challenging year with the pandemic. I can guarantee that's gone up. And I can also guarantee that a lot of businesses have realized how inadequate the social media is. Now they can't go out and see people. They've realized that actually they're not getting any inquiries or any sales through their social media. Now, during September and October 2018, social media grew by 320 million. Now, again, that's quite an old statistic. We're just waiting for the most recent ones, but that is a massive increase. Social media is not going away. It's getting bigger and people are relying on it more and more. And the social media getting more functions. Okay, that's an awful lot of people on social media. Okay, so what does that mean? It means you need to stand out. People go on Facebook, create a Facebook page, and wonder why nobody sees it. This is why nobody sees it, because it's highly competitive. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about organic reach as well, because a lot of businesses say to me, but hang on a minute, Facebook's dead. Facebook's dead for business. Unless you want to pay money on advertising, there is no point using it. And I get this question all the time. And I absolutely say, yes. Yes, it is dead for businesses. If, and there's a big if you haven't changed your strategy in the last 5 years, even the last 2 years, okay? If you're doing the same thing that you did 5 years ago, 2 years ago, then yes, you'll have seen a massive decrease in engagement. But social media, Facebook in particularly, changes all the time. And you've probably heard this word algorithms, which is like the little robots that work in the background. And algorithms are basically little rules that Facebook comes up with to decide how it's going to share your content and decide who's going to rank the highest on Facebook, okay? These rules change all the time. And the little robots implement these rules. So they're always shuffling your content around. And this is a good thing. A lot of people go, oh, Facebook, they're just making it so hard for us. Actually, Facebook is making it a better experience for its users, a better experience for those personal profiles, okay? A couple of years back, Facebook saw a massive drop in users on Facebook because they were getting bombarded by business page posts. So people were just leaving. So these algorithms have got tougher. They have got stricter with our business pages. So we need to understand how they work Facebook will never publish these, by the way. Facebook will never publish these rules, but by experimenting and I constantly follow a lot of industry expertise that do monitor activity on Facebook. So again, this is what I'm going to share with you today about how we can increase our reach without paying for advertising. This is all about not paying for advertising. Okay. So I just wanted a bit of proof as well, because people go, yeah, right, I've tried it, it doesn't work. I'm going to show you some proof. Okay. So this one is one of my clients. There's a pub, actually, the Last Post in Ripondon. Some of you may have been to that pub. It's a little pub. It's shut at the moment, unfortunately, because of COVID. But Last Post, Tony at the Last Post, the landlord, he took over the pub just short of 2 years ago now. And he realised he needed to use Facebook. He didn't understand it, and he didn't have a marketing budget. So we thought, right, we'll use Facebook. So he actually did my Facebook online course, and we got, just within 2 weeks, you can see here, his post reach went up by 13,000. He inherited the pub's Facebook page. It only had about 1,200, I think, 1,200 followers at the time, 200 likes. It went up. He reached 13,000 people. Okay, in the first month after he'd done the course. That was an increase of posted, had an increase of 1,601%. So again, it works if you know how to do it. If you change it, he just changed it, he just implemented some of the things I'm going to be telling you today, and it just worked. These are his page likes. He did the course here, just in a couple of weeks. Did the course here, and then whoosh, those were his page likes that went up. So again, it does work. Okay. This one actually is from Three Pugs Gin, actually, and I think Christine is watching as well. Christine from Three Pugs Gin, she came on one of my workshops, and again, she just tweaked the way she was doing her content and the way her page was set up, and immediately, within a week, these statistics started going up significantly. And it's simply because we just make small changes, because we understand the platform, we understand how it works and what it's looking for. Okay. This is one of my posts. Again, this is an advertising post. I'm telling people I've launched my Facebook course, my online Facebook course. I had at the time 400 followers, but I managed to reach over 1,000 people for free. Okay. See this little boost, because we're constantly being prompted by Facebook to boost posts. Oh, your post is performing 95% better than all your other posts. Boost it now to reach more people. This one, Facebook's constantly trying to get you to spend money. If you do it in the right way, you don't necessarily need to. Please don't ever boost a post either. It's a complete waste of money. Facebook boosts posts to people who are likely to like posts and engage with it, but not necessarily buy your stuff. Okay. If you want to do advertising on Facebook, then please do use the Facebook advertising platform. It's phenomenal. A little bit complicated, but once you get your head around, you'll get much better results. But today, I just want you to do these tweaks and see what a difference it makes to your organic reach. And again, this one is a company I work with called Momentous Maps. They sell Dungeons and Dragons gaming tiles, again, to America and throughout Europe. They're only a tiny company, and I think they had about 200 followers at the time on this. Again, they boosted a post. I was like, what are you doing? You boosted a post. They reached 717 people and said, look, try doing a post this way. Try setting it up this way. And they reached 6.2 thousand people from one post without paying for it. Okay. So it does work. Again, all of these, I'm going to throw in a few examples as we go along. So how do we get these results? Basically, the first thing we need to look at is setting your page up in the right way. Yeah, we've got to set your page up in the right way. So how do we do it? This is a client of mine, Pretty Moi. They're based up in Hebden Bridge. And I just wanted to show you how they set their page up, because there are key fundamental things that you need to look at to set your page up in the right way. So first of all, you've got your Facebook banner here. Now, that's got to look appealing. This Facebook banner is like a free advertising platform. It's free advertising for you. Yeah, you can put whatever you want on here, and anyone who comes across your page is going to see it. This is the first thing they see. So it's got to look professional, and it's got to tell people what you do. Okay, and entice people in. So here we've got fantastic sort of branding and one of the best-selling products, which looks fantastic. The other thing is the profile picture for the business. It's a really nice, it's the branded image. It's that company logo, and it fits in here. So many times I see businesses and they've cropped off the logo, and it just doesn't look right. You know, you want people to look at your profile page and go, wow, that looks fabulous. Okay. They've got the shop now button. Again, you can change these call to action buttons. If you are a shop and you're selling stuff, you need to put shop now. That can go straight to your website page or wherever you want it to go. But please make sure that says shop now. The other thing is the username. Always make sure your username is the same name as your company. Your username is brilliant because it means other pages can tag you in. If it's not the same as your business name, people are not going to be able to find you to tag you in. So, you know, for example, if Pretty Moi's username was Shop Pretty Moi, then customers know them as Pretty Moi. If they're going to tag at Pretty Moi, they're never going to come up to tag in. So do make sure your username is the same as your business name. Now, sometimes it's not available. So just put a few numbers or something you could put. So here we've got Pretty Moi UK because Pretty Moi wasn't available. But put the things at the end, yeah? So that as soon as people start typing in, it comes up. The other thing as well is we are retailers, make sure that we've got shopping and retail. Make sure your categories are right. You can put up to 3 categories, but make sure shopping and retail is the first one. The other thing to look at is these are your tabs, okay? We've got home, that has to come first. But reviews, again, I'm going to be coming on to reviews. Reviews, videos, and about, you can choose what order these are in. Make sure they are in the correct order that you want your customers to see. If you've got fantastic reviews, put those first. We want people to trust your store. There are an awful lot of dodgy companies on Facebook. If you can't see a review tab, do not engage with them because it generally means they've switched their review tab off and they've got terrible reviews. And if your review tab is off, then please do switch it on and work on those good reviews. I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, the next bit, the next most important bit is the about section here on your Facebook page, okay? Time and time again, people just fill out the minimum, okay? Facebook is looking for pages that have filled everything in. It rewards you more points, and the more Facebook points you get, you won't know what Facebook points you have because Facebook won't tell you, but the more Facebook points you have, the higher it's going to rank you in the Facebook searches, okay? So you need to fill all this in. Make sure you've got your website, make sure you've got your phone number, make sure, you know, you've got everything filled in, your about section, your description. Now, you need to fill it with information and keywords that's going to appeal to your customer. So if you sell clay pots, make sure clay pots is not only in the about bit, but also in the description, okay? Your description, you can get a lot of information in this bit. Make sure it's in there. Make sure your address is on there and make sure the map is in the right place, okay? So do make sure that is all working, okay? I'm going to see if we can get the chat working. I'm going to just type hello and see if you can see that. Oh no, my comments aren't working. So again, leave comments on the chat and again, or after this video. And if you've got any questions, I will come back to that. Okay, right. So moving on then. That's your page. Make sure it looks good. Facebook will give you more points. Make sure you filled everything in. Right. So the next thing I want to talk about is content. Create engaging content. Okay. Right. So what do I mean by this? So I'm just going to got a few slides to show you. Okay. So normally I would ask you in the chat to choose A, B, or B, but which would you choose? You're looking for some tea, maybe some tea inspiration, which would you choose, A or B? Okay. Now, probably if you like raspberry tea, you're going to choose A, and maybe if you prefer lemon tea, you'd probably choose B. Okay, but what's the difference about this? Well, this one is just a bland cup of tea, okay? Doesn't really tell you anything. Whereas this one, it's kind of set the scene for where you should be drinking your tea. You can imagine yourself sitting by the window with friends, looking out onto a beautiful sunny day and having a lovely afternoon tea, okay? This is kind of selling the lifestyle. So what's going to make you stop scrolling on Facebook? Is it going to be a bland cup like that, or is it going to be something like that? Now, we're all different. There is no right or wrong answer. But for me personally, I'd probably fit that. It's a nice sunny day. So how about this one then? You see these images scrolling through Facebook. Which one would you go for? Which one would make you stop scrolling and go, oh, that's interesting? Yeah? 9 times out of 10, people choose this one because they're interested in what she's doing. She looks like she's got a tough job on those steep slopes, collecting the tea leaves. You know, she's got this heavy basket. It looks hard work. And you're quite interested to see what she's doing and what her life might be like because it's Facebook. It's a social platform. People are interested in stories. So again, try with your post to bring that experience in. Here she is drinking a lemon tea. Here's the guy smelling it. He's got a picture of him smelling it. You can imagine that smell, okay? And then here we've got a nice layout in a lovely sunny day, and you can imagine yourself sat out there. So we're selling the experience. We're not just selling the product, okay? Where would we drink this tea? What would it smell like? You know, how do we feel? She obviously feels very happy. And whereabouts? What's the atmosphere? Okay. So think about the experience. Tell a story as well. With your content, tell a story. It's really important to tell a story and about people or how your product was developed. People are interested. People are on Facebook to find out things. They're interested. You're capturing them in their leisure time. They're interested in other people. People are naturally nosy. Who knew Gogglebox would ever be a thing? You know, people watching people watch TV. And yet it's phenomenally successful. People are really interested in people's stories behind their businesses. Again, these are images that you might see and you might stop. But if you'd just seen a packet of tea, you probably would have scrolled straight past, okay? So think about your content. The most important thing that you can do on Facebook is be you, okay? You've got to be you. There's a little clue in Facebook in the name. It's called face. And I can tell you now, you get more little brownie points off Facebook if you put faces in. But most importantly, it's the people behind your business. Everybody has competitors. There are not that many unique businesses out there. Everybody has competitors. Therefore, the only unique thing about your business really is you and the staff that work in that business. So share them, tell them. Again, it goes back to that trust. If people know the people behind the business, they're much more likely to trust it. They see an anonymous Facebook page, they might think it's a scam. Yeah, they might think it's dodgy. But if you fill it with people, all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, no, I'm building that trust. And you'll also get a higher reach because you've got faces. Before you post a post, within a nanosecond before it goes live, the little Facebook robots scan the post. It's looking for the way the post is structured. It's looking for whether you've put links in. So again, if you put links to your website in your post, that's massively going to reduce your reach because Facebook does not like you encouraging people to leave Facebook. So if you put a link to your website or to where else, then Facebook doesn't like it. I am going to come on to show you a much better way of doing it if you're a retailer and you have products online. So again, just jump onto that image and it will scan it. It'll scan it. And if it's got faces in it, again, it's going to rank it higher. It's going to share it to more people. Okay. Now, something to understand is that when you write a Facebook post, it does not go to all the people that like your page, okay? It only goes to a fraction. So if you've got 100 followers on your Facebook page, it's only going to go to probably about 8%, first of all. So it'll be put into 8% of your followers, the people that like the page, as newsfeed, okay? And if they scroll straight past it, Facebook's monitoring it as soon as your post is live. If people scroll straight past it, don't like it, don't comment on it, it won't share it with anyone else, with any of the other followers. However, if within about the first hour, Facebook sees that people are liking it, they might be commenting on it, they might be sharing it, goes, oh, that's interesting. Well, they've got people like this. All right, well, we're going to share it to more people. It's obviously a good post. Because remember, Facebook wants to share content that people like. Yeah? It wants to give their users a good experience. So if your content all of a sudden has lots of likes and comments, then Facebook will share it. So there's a couple of examples. Again, this is from the last post. This is a Halloween picture that they did. Now, let's remember, at this point in time, they had less than 2,000 people that liked their page. But they put this on, got lots of faces. This is the staff, these are the people behind the bar. So as soon as people are scrolling, they go, oh, there's Tony from the bar. There's Chris from the bar. Recognize him. They'll stop. What's he up to? Yeah. So all of a sudden, they've got lots of likes. They've got lots of laughter. They've got 770 people engaged with this post. So either clicked more, clicked on the image, etc., etc. They got 7 comments and 17 shares. Okay. So 6,000 people. They reached 6,000 people for free. This is for free. This is not advertising. And the same with this one. Again, the images aren't brilliant. You don't need fantastic images. Again, you know, we've got the top of Tony's head, and actually in this bottom one, you see he's stood on the table and he's actually chopped his head off. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't look like he's trying to give you the hard sell. He's just telling you a little story. He's just done his beer garden. He's proud. He's really excited. He wants to share it with you. And again, he reached over nearly 9,000 people with that post, one post alone, with just shy of 3,000 engagements. Because people are interested. They're like, oh, beer garden, brilliant. That's brilliant. He's not selling it. He's not saying, come to my pub and buy this pint of beer. He's just saying, this is what I'm doing. Okay. So again, it's about sharing people's stories. Okay. So again, there's a couple more here that I shall just run through. This is Skin Genius Clinic. This one's in Warrington, Stockton Heath. And again, worked with Martine here, and she'd never shared pictures of her and the staff, and she'd won a global award. I was like, you're not putting that on Facebook? And she's like, oh no, I don't want to show off. And she's like, you're not showing off, you're sharing your success, you're celebrating, and people love to celebrate, particularly at the moment. So if you've won, even if it's just a little certificate, if you just, you know, anything, food hygiene certificate or anything like that, pop it on your Facebook. People love to celebrate with you. We need the good news, as much good news as we can at the moment. And again, you know, she got 160 likes and 105 comments. I mean, that's just fabulous. This one is, this one's 3 Pugs Gin as well. So Christine will recognize this one. They just posted a brilliant drinks cupboard under the stairs. Doesn't show any of the gin that they sell at all, but they just thought, wow, wouldn't that be fantastic? Put that under your stairs. And again, this reached over 20,000 people. You know, that's amazing. I think 3 Pugs at the time had about, probably, Christine would probably be able to correct me on this, but I think they probably had about 6,000 likes at that point on their page. But this reached over 20,000 people because people resonated with it and went, oh, crikey, I'd love one of those. Okay. So again, think about your content. Think about what your customers would like to see. Think about what you like to see. Stop scrolling. Don't just give them the hard sell. So what should we do with regards to content? Don't constantly sell. If you constantly sell, people get switched off, even if they love your products. They're on Facebook. They're there to be sociable, to find out about things. They don't constantly want to be sold to. You will lose engagement on your page. So do share tips, advice, behind the scenes, and some of the sort of stories that we've talked about today. Don't do the same as everyone else. One of the fatal mistakes that a lot of people make, you may have seen it recently, is, oh, please share with your friends. I've got a Facebook page. Please invite all your friends to like my page. Please do me a favor, invite all my friends to like my page, your page, whoever's page. Don't do it. Please don't do it. You should be creating your Facebook page to focus on customers that genuinely want to buy from you. It's much better to have a Facebook page that has a few followers, but those few followers genuinely interested in your products and you as a business, rather than going for a mass approach whereby you end up with a load of people following you because they feel sorry for you or they've been asked a favor to follow you. So you end up with a load of likes. And then when you do write your content, remember, your content initially only goes to a small fraction of the people that like and follow your page. If that post then is going to people who aren't interested, they've just liked your page as a favor, then actually they're not going to engage with your content. So your posts are not going to go particularly wide. Now, a lot of people have made these mistakes. A lot of people even buy likes for the page. Please never do that. They're robots. You can buy them. Again, it absolutely kills your sales potential. But if you have done it, don't worry. You can remove people that like your page and you can go through that. So again, if you've made that mistake, don't worry. You can just troll through and get rid of a load of people that like your page. So do create content that evokes a response as well. We want to get people commenting. So if you can ask questions and people start commenting and having a conversation under that post, it's massively going to increase that reach. Don't just use stock photos. Again, you know, there's some amazing websites out there that offer free, royalty-free images. Again, don't just pick any old image off the internet. You can't do that because of copyright reasons. You have to use these free sites that use stock images that you can use for free. But the trouble is loads of people use them, and Facebook knows if it's not a new image. If you've got new images, it's going to share it with more people. You're going to get more Facebook brownie points. Okay, so do you share pictures behind the scenes? Your pictures don't have to be perfect on Facebook. This is a social channel. People are used to seeing non-stock images. And in fact, sometimes stock images can put people off because it's a bit obvious. Don't be anonymous. What do I mean by that? Post about you, post about your staff. When you own your business, it's not a time to be shy. We can't be shy. You've got to get yourself out there, okay? It does work, I can guarantee it. So you've got to focus on that know, like, trust. We've got to build up that trust on your Facebook page so that when people do see you, they're going to trust you. Okay, so you've got to plan and structure your posts in the right way as well. So again, this is a company I work with called Awesome Drinks. We structured this post. I don't know if you can see that. It might be a bit small, actually. But it's very informal, the conversation, because remember, this is Facebook. So Pugtastic Gins, we love the brand because the liquid is quality, the owners and the flavours are to die for. It's very casual, but it's spaced out as well, okay? And it's spaced out as well enough so that I've expanded this post, but they had a little more, see more button. So you do, if you're going to write, space it out so people can read it. Put one sentence on each line so it's easy to read. Be conversational. But also you want to get that see more. Facebook will automatically cut it off after about 5 lines. If people click see more because they want to read more, that gives you points because Facebook go, oh, people are interested. They want to see more. Okay. This was a brand new page. This was only created in February 2019. This is a month later. And it reached 3,000 people, over 3,000 people. This is a new page, so it is doable, okay? So think about that structure, the way you write your posts. Is the text going to entice people in? And the other thing as well is to have a look at planning your content. If you're in retail at the moment, and particularly if you own a retail shop, the likelihood is it's shut and it's very quiet. Now, more than ever, is the time to get your head around Facebook, really learn how it works, but also plan, okay? If you can plan your content, it doesn't have to be a vague plan of what you're going to be posting out each day, each month, then that's massively going to help you for when you can reopen and get really busy. The thing about Facebook is it's about consistency. There's no point doing 5 posts 1 week and then leaving it a month and then doing another. Facebook knows it will rank your page really, really low. It rewards businesses that are on there every week posting regular content. You've got to be consistent. So if you plan it out each day, just a vague idea of what you're going to post is going to make your life so much easier when you get busy. So do work on that plan. And if you need help, you can just plan it on any old planner, really. Put it on your phone, in your calendar. Or if you need help, I have got a content planner for social media as well that I've just created this year, which is really, really useful. And again, I'll give you the details at the end if you want information on that. But do plan. So the monthly content plan as well that I've got basically runs through basically what you're gonna write each month, So for the example for this one, you should be looking at about an 80-20% content mix. 20% sales posts because we need to sell stuff, but 80% content, interesting content, ideas, stories, things we've just talked about. So again, you can just create a quick content plan to say, right, okay, well, every month I want industry tips going out. I want blogs. If you write blogs, you might not have time to write blogs, or tips, just simple tips that relate to your product, way they're made, are they quite sustainable? What sort of values do those products have? Snippets from information. Again, this is just an example. Product development updates, new products you've got coming up. Don't just talk about the products once they've arrived. If you've ordered a new fantastic, clothesline, tell your customers it's coming, get them excited about it. Reviews as well. If you've got great reviews, do share those. Again, I'll talk about reviews in a minute. Okay, so again, if you do need help with content, if you want a content planner, again, I've got this one. It's only $24.99. I can share details at the end, or you can just, create your own content plan as well. But that's full of loads of links as well with content ideas that you can link to if you're stuck for ideas, as well as loads of tips and advice on how to structure your content. Okay. So that's a bit about planning and structuring your social media content. Really important. But the other thing that's essential for retailers is this bit here, okay? This bit here, reviews. I cannot stress how important reviews are. And you as retailers should be able to get loads of reviews. So let's think about if you have a bad experience, if we get a bad product, it comes damaged or it's not the right quality. If it comes through our doors, what do we immediately think? Crikey, this is terrible. I'm going to complain, or I'm going to leave them a bad review if they then don't follow up with that complaint. Okay. People think to leave bad reviews, but people don't always think to leave good reviews. If they've got a good product, they're just like, oh, this is fantastic. And you never hear from them again, unless you prompt them. Okay. You've got to ask people for reviews, and you will find that people are more than happy to leave reviews if you prompt them. If you don't, what happens? You end up with maybe 2 or 3 bad reviews and 1 or 2 good ones. So all of a sudden, your star rating is like 2 out of 5. And you're like, well, I know I've got a good product, but it's simply because you've not been asking your customers to leave those reviews. Again, Facebook's going to rank you. If you've got bad reviews, you're not going to rank as high in the Facebook searches. It's not going to put your page in front of people. When you go onto Facebook and it says, and if you like a page, it might say, oh, you might also like these pages. Well, you want your page to sit under there as a recommended page they should follow. So again, get those reviews. Best way to do it. If you post stuff out as a retailer, if you're posting it out, leave a compliment slip. Please follow my Facebook page and leave a review if you've enjoyed this product. We'd really appreciate it. Or if you're sending stuff out online, then prompt them in an email. We'd love it. Please could you leave us a review on our Facebook page? And again, you just need to click onto your review page and send the link there. Okay, so please do work on those reviews. Now, the other thing that we're looking at that's really exciting that came out in the summer this year that massively helps retailers, and this is just fantastic, is this bit here, view your shop. Okay. Now, we've always been able to create a shop on Facebook, but quite frankly, it's been pants. Now they've changed it and it is brilliant. And I'm just going to quickly show you what you can do with it. So all of a sudden, we've now, if you go into people's Facebook pages, if they've got a shop, if you scroll down on their page, you'll see all their images here on their Facebook page, all the products that they've put into their Facebook shop. Okay. And you can click on those and it will send them straight through to the shopping cart on the associated website. Yeah. So we're not buying directly from Facebook, but it's clicking right through to the right product, which is brilliant because if we do a post and put a link on to the right product in the text, then Facebook will not promote it. It doesn't like it. It will discount you. But what you can do now is when you upload an image of this product, you can then tag the image with the associated product that's in your shop, so that when you click on this, it goes straight through to the shopping cart on your webpage, and you won't be penalized, even though it's effectively an external link that's taking your customers straight through to your shopping cart. This is a game changer, I'll be honest, for retail companies. It's brilliant, okay? So every post that you create, even if you've got, say if you've got two products, say if it's a clothes company and you've maybe got a jumper and then you maybe got the shoes, you can actually tag the shoes and you can tag the jumper on the same image so that when people hover over the jumper, it goes straight through to the jumper's checkout page, or if they hover over the shoes, it'll take them straight through to checkout for the shoes. So it's absolutely brilliant. I love this. This is just like, finally, Facebook has given us something back. But not only that, if you've got an Instagram page, you need to make sure that your Facebook page is linked to Instagram, because you can then put your shop on Instagram. So this is Momentous Maps. This is their Instagram profile. All of a sudden, we've got a tab under there, saying view shops. Now, it used to be that you'd have to need about 10,000 followers before you could create a shop on Instagram. As you can see, Momentous Maps, they've only got 162 followers, but we've created a shop. So anyone that jumps onto Momentous Maps, click onto that, and it's going to take them straight through to the shop, where they can then go through to the website. They sell on a site called RPG Now. It takes them straight through to RPG Now to buy those products. Okay. So that is absolutely brilliant. So make sure we've got that view shop. But not only that, this is Instagram. You can tag it the same as Facebook. You can tag it. But not only that, so if you have got Instagram, you can create your post on Instagram, tag it, and then you can share it to Facebook, and it brings that tag straight over onto Facebook. So again, you only have to create one post, and it'll post it both on Instagram and Facebook with the same tag, massively saving you loads of time. So again, look into tagging your products once you've got your shop set up. And the other thing, what's the other thing I was going to say? I've gone out of my mind, but oh yes, scheduling. The brilliant thing as well now about Instagram is that you can schedule posts in Facebook, schedule them through your Creator Studio, through your publishing tools, and you can schedule posts to go out on Instagram and on Facebook at the same time. You can schedule them weeks in advance. So, if your shops are shut at the moment and you've not got, and you have got time on your hands, schedule a load of posts on Facebook, on Instagram, with some of your products that are coming up, and schedule them in. So you've got posts coming out in June, July, August. So you don't need to worry about those posts when it's your really busy period. Okay, so do use that scheduling tool. Right. Okay. So the final thing I wanted to talk about as well is don't get banned. Facebook is very strict. So I'm going to run through some things that you must not do, because you may, one, get your Facebook page banned, but you also may get your content reduced. It'll reduce the reach of your content. It will also, you might find that it all of a sudden stops letting you comment under your posts. You might find that sometimes your likes disappear. Sometimes your Facebook, I've had a client and her Facebook likes disappeared. And she's like, no one can like my page. No one can follow my page. I've had other clients who it's banned, it's not let them post in groups and things like that. So Facebook will do random things that you're not allowed to do. And these are some of the reasons, there are quite a lot of reasons, but these are some of the common reasons that can cause you to get banned or your activity restricted. So run, like, share and tag competitions. Loads of people do it. They run, like, share and tag this to win. Yeah, like this post, like my page, share this post to 3 of your friends and tag 5 of your friends in to enter this competition. It's known as spam. You're just trying to play the Facebook algorithms, play those bots, and trying to get a high reach for your post. You're basically trying to get your post as far as you can for free. Okay, it's spam. Facebook see it as spam. If you constantly do this, you'll get away with it once or twice. But if you constantly do this, if you don't run them quite regularly, your page could get shut down. And I've known quite a few companies that have had their pages shut down, or even their personal profiles as well. Okay, so don't run these. You might get away with it once. And also what you do is you probably find you'll run it for a few months and you're getting away with it and you're getting away with it. And then all of a sudden, Facebook notices it a few weeks down the line and they shut your page down. It's not instant. They're not going to shut you down instantly, but when they catch it, they will. Okay, so please don't do that. I do run, I do have a great blog on the website. In fact, on the YouTube channel, there's a video about it as well, how to structure competitions, because you can run competitions. You just can't put that in there. So there's just certain rules you have to follow. So again, I've got a blog. I will share that link. I can't put it in the comments because they're not working today, but I will share that in the comments after the video is finished, in the YouTube comments, and I'll pop it into the email as well for you all so you can have a look at that. Don't ever do this. This is really common, and I bet some of you have done this. Don't create another personal profile to create a business page, okay? What people do is you can't create a Facebook business page without another personal profile. Okay, you just can't. You've got to have a personal profile in order to, manage business pages, in order to create a business page in the first place. So people go, oh, cracky, but that's my personal profile. I don't want my business associates being linked to my personal profile. I know, I'll create another profile so that I can create a business profile. Basically, what happens is Facebook will know if you've got the same profile, not just because the name's the same, the details are the same, the phone number might be the same, similar friends, etc., birth date's the same, not just because of that, because you're using the same PC. Yeah, it knows the same server. It knows where you are. Facebook is very, very clever. So what happens is it will close it down. Okay, it will close it down. And that then means you can't access your business page. You can't use it. Some cases it even shuts the business page down. So please use your own personal profile. It can be completely private. There's loads of settings. You don't ever need to know there's any link to your Facebook page at all. It's a completely separate entity. Even if you add admins, business admins from other people from your team into the page, they still cannot see your Facebook profile as they would as a friend. They can only see what's public on Facebook with regards to your profile. As long as it's very private, they can't see anything. So don't worry about that. Really don't worry about it. Just don't ever create another personal profile. Don't run your business from a personal profile as well. People make this mistake all the time. They use your business because the business pages don't get much reach, but they know personal profiles get a good reach. They just create business posts using the personal profile and friend people that they don't even know. Okay, again, you might see this sometimes where people have like 5, 6, 14,000 friends. And they're just posting about the business. Facebook will work it out and they'll shut you down. It goes against all the terms and conditions. Facebook are really strict. But the thing is, they probably won't notice it to begin with. But then eventually they will catch up with you. So do be careful with that. Don't copy and paste the same content into a gazillion groups. I see people doing this all the time. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm a member of all these groups. Copy, paste, and they copy, paste it in all the different groups. Again, it'll block you. Facebook will block you. It's not the group admins that are blocking you. It's Facebook blocking you, going, no, you're a spammer. You're just spamming stuff. It wants you to engage. It wants you to create bespoke content for each group so that you're reaching the audience legitimately and trying to have a conversation and create a community. Okay? Don't ever try and fool Facebook. It is a lot more intelligent than you. You can guarantee if you're trying to work your way around the rules, the algorithms, you can guarantee a load more people have tried it in the past, and Facebook will be onto you. So don't try and fool Facebook. Believe me, it's got eyes and ears everywhere. So this is what you need to focus on then, just to round up. Use useful information. You're adding value. Remember, we're not just giving it the hard sell. We're doing content that will appeal to your potential customers. So we want content that's going to appeal to your customers, not to odd random people. Just think about who your customers are and why would they buy your products, how is it going to make their lives better. Make your potential customers feel that they know who you are. Yeah, make them share who you are behind the business. Share, what your team are about, what your staff are about. Share information about that and build trust. Build trust. Get those reviews. Remember, there are an awful lot of business pages out there. We want people, as soon as they jump on yours, think, oh, this is a nice company. That's interesting. I feel that I know them. Okay. If you do need help, I have mentioned today a few times about my online Facebook course. This, a lot of the case studies you've seen today are businesses that have done my online Facebook course and kindly shared some of the results. So again, you can, please do have a look at that. It's full of over 40 video tutorials that take you step by step. It's designed for people who are not that techie and just want literally hand-holding, saying, how do I set up a Facebook shop? How do I change the tabs on my Facebook page? I'm going to show you in simple little videos exactly each step and how to do it. And again, the beauty about this course as well is that you've got it for lifetime. So if they add new features, like they've just changed shops, for example, I re-recorded all the tutorials so they're up to date. So you can go back and have a look at it. If you get new features in, like, for example, a while ago, they added you can advertise jobs now and things like that. I'll add the new features in. So again, that's an evolving course that is constantly kept up to date. So that's just £295, but I am offering £50 off if you put this coupon code in today, just for you guys that are watching this video. So again, it's just valid for 48 hours. So if you really do want to make your Facebook page a success and you're not sure how to do some of the things I've talked about today, then please do have a look at this course. There's loads of information. There's over 40 videos in there that's going to not only touch on what we've gone, and it'll cover what we've gone through today in a lot more detail, but it'll cover loads more stuff as well. All the analytics, all the settings as well, how you set your page up and everything like that. It goes into more detail about content as well. So do have a look at that. That's on my webpage, socialmediaexec.co.uk. But again, please do put that promotional code in just for it's only valid for 48 hours. So if you are interested, please do use that code to get the discount. It's my most popular product. So I don't often put discounts on it. Also, you get free access to the social media support group if once you buy that course, and that will basically, if you've got any questions, you can ask them in the group. Now, if you're pretty good on Facebook, then but you do not really sure on how to set up a Facebook shop, an Instagram shop, there's no point buying a full course about Facebook to do that. So I've actually taken a module out of that, and you can just buy the module for setting up your shop. And that's just $49.99. And that'll take you step by step how to set up the shop like I showed you today and tag all your products in. Brilliant if you're selling on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, or things like that. If you've got Shopify or WooCommerce, it will automatically integrate your shop into Facebook as well. So again, do have a look at that. That's again on my website. And again, if you're interested in doing some planning and you like the idea of a planning toolkit but can't be bothered to create your own, then again, I've got my content planning toolkit, again, which I'll share the link with you, and you can start planning your content and get ahead of the game. Now, I appreciate not everyone's got a budget, so please, if you do follow my YouTube channel, because I do live stream here every Monday with loads of tutorials, not just on Facebook, but loads of help and advice. Okay. Don't go quite into the sort of detail I do on the online training, but it will give you a flavour of similar sort of things that we've talked about today. We'll talk about different topics each week, and I also bring in guests as well to talk about who are industry experts on particular elements with regards to social media. So please do, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell, and then you'll get notifications of when a new video comes up on social media. They are really quite useful. And if you do need one-to-one support, please do get in touch. My one-to-one training starts from £150 a month. So that's me really. Now, I'm really sorry we couldn't use the chat today, but at least I got the video up live. But do write your comments. So I'm hoping you've been putting questions in the comments. If you haven't, come back to the video, put some comments in, and I will respond once I've been able to enable the comments. So sorry about the slight glitch, but hopefully you've been able to watch this, and that's the main thing. Again, if you're not watching this live or you've just managed to log on, I'll share the link for everyone who's registered. I'll share the link again so that you can watch that again. So thank you very much, everybody. And sorry about the technical glitch, but thanks for bearing with me. If you've got any questions, just type them in the chat. And if not, I'll see you. Join me on a Monday, 12:30 on Bring Your Butties. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll see you then. Bye. Bye.